Since it was expanded to a month-long celebration in the U.S. in 1988, National Hispanic Heritage Month has become a sacred time that Hispanics and Latinos across the country look forward to. Each year, celebrations from coast to coast happen between September 15th and the middle of October. At the National Hispanic Cultural Center in Albuquerque, New Mexico, you'll find people throughout the region gathered together in appreciation for the contributions of this growing demographic.
First, it's a responsibility and a point of pride for us. The second thing that we hope people see when they come here is the cultural immersion of the history of Hispano, Chicano, and Latino identity and how it all comes together and the history of that. When folks are understanding everything from American independence to the history books that are being taught now, we want to make sure that our story is being told in a transparent and collective and inclusive manner, and you can absolutely expect that when you're here.
Well-known human rights activist Cesar Chavez has long been revered for his work to help advance the farming community. Born in Yuma, Arizona in 1927, Chavez quickly gained support from his community for his peaceful approach to evoke change and protect the Hispanic laborers who were frequently taken advantage of.
His impact is immeasurable. There is no metric that could define him. It is really what he has brought from the soul of a genuine place, which is to be in solidarity and understanding of working people. And that cuts across gender, cuts across income, cuts across race and background. What Cesar stood for was dignity. And for us, that meant making sure that the people who made the food possible that ended up on your kitchen table had the same dignity as the people who were eating it. That's what he stood for, and that's the kind of impact that he continued to teach us even beyond his death.
Medal of Freedom citation to Cesar Chavez, posthumously.
That dedication earned him the Presidential Medal of Freedom honor just a year after his passing in 1993. He was the first to give a voice to farmers who had long been overworked and underpaid. His fight for social justice changed the course of our country's history.
It reached all the way into the White House. Even JFK's brother, Bobby Kennedy, said that Cesar Chavez is one of the most important heroes of our time. When he did 3 different fasting hunger strikes, he did so under the understanding that he's bringing attention to a bigger issue than just himself. He's embodying the willingness to serve and put his community first. And that alone is the largest teaching principle that he's left with us.
In 2011, Dolores Huerta was also presented the Presidential Medal of Freedom for her work with Mr. Chavez. Together, they organized one of the largest movements in our nation's history as they founded the United Farm Workers Labor Union.
I think a lot of times people feel like they don't have any value, that they don't really have any worth, that their involvement doesn't mean anything. But if we look at the history, when we see all of the changes that have been made, they've always been from the bottom up, whether it's the civil rights movement, the women's movement, the labor movement. And of course, if you don't have organization, then you don't have a democracy. Because it's when people can come together with the right of association, the freedom to associate, that then they can build organization. And that's what sustains our country and keeps it a democratic institution.
Both of these great Americans have left a lasting impact and a legacy that will serve future generations for the foreseeable future.